Hello. Thought I'd introduce this guitar I recently rescued. And so it's a 1957 Harmony. And yes, many mid-century guitars have lost their habitat and are suffering. And for your gift of $19 a month, I will rescue these instruments and find good homes for them. I'm joking, please don't send me any money. But I found this and it was in disrepair and it wasn't in the condition that it was likely to be repaired. Perhaps, but um, the good news about this guitar is when I first got it, it was relatively solid, and meaning all the glue joints, the neck, everything was nice and solid and clean. Not all of the bridge was there, and so I had to do a couple things. The thumb screws weren't there, so I actually just spaced the bridge with washers, and it works fine. And then I grooved the bridge and laid some fret wire in there to get the saddle in place, because I didn't buy a new archtop bridge. I just used the original one that came with it. It had two cracks. It had a small crack here, and you can see where I repaired it at the top of the F hole here. And then there was a longer crack that you can see that I had to repair. I repaired both of those and with Tight Bond 2, and it's as solid as a rock. That's what's really neat about it. I used the original tuners as they were on the guitar. Took them out, took them apart, cleaned them, shined them up, things like that. Put them back in, and they work fine. I had to purchase a nut. There was no nut for this. Not only was the nut missing, but someone had actually cut off the fretboard from the 4th fret down, and so it was completely missing. It was just the neck where the fretboard used to be, and then at the 4th fret, it started to have a fretboard again. So I had a piece of walnut, and the problem with replacing a fretboard is, how do you do it so it doesn't look brand new and all these kinds of things. So I tried to I worked on it, and I ebonized it to try to match it in. You can see it's not bad. And I did not put inlay, because in 1957 all the dots on these harmonies started at the 5th fret and went that way. There were only the 4 of them, and that's how harmonies were. So I left it alone, and I didn't add any dots to it. And the finish was fine. It was showing some cracking, and it had a little scratch here, which I managed to color. And so what I did, wherever it was chipped and the wood was showing through where it was black, I rubbed a little ebony stain on there. And then with 1000 grit, I roughed up the finish that was there and laid a couple coats of clear lacquer over it to seal it, so that it would last and it wouldn't come apart. And I had to buy a bridge pin for it, or a tail piece, a button for the tail. And the tail piece is the original tail piece. I just cleaned it up with some Brazo, and that's what we have. So if we look at it, there's the headstock, pretty cool, old 50s stuff. There's the back of it, there's the neck. This is how it looked. I just cleaned it and made it shiny again. There's the back. And then of course we have the front, and the same thing. The pick guard is the original pick guard. All I did was, there was some missing hardware, or missing bolt really, and I fixed that. And then I used some cleaner for the plastic lenses on a car and kind of tried to clean up the pick guard some. And it came out. It really is a pretty guitar, and it sounds good. I mean, it sounds like a 1957 Harmony. So let me do a little ditty. So that's the sound and that's the look. And I'm very happy with how it came out, and I have mixed feelings in that, and my mixed feelings are this. It's got a fun sound, it's beautiful, and I love to play it. That said, I'm planning on selling it because, you know, I often do build some and sell some, or repair them and sell them, and part of it is I run out of space, so I can't keep everything that I fix or play with, and this is one of those that I think I'll be passing along. And that said, the only reason I mention it at all, if someone was, say, interested, if you emailed me, and my web channel has all that information, if you emailed me, I would email you a link to where an online link to where it's being sold, and you could see that. But otherwise, you don't have to. It doesn't matter. It'll sell anyhow. And I could almost talk myself out of it, to be honest with you. I just really am getting a kick out of this guitar. The very first acoustic I ever bought for myself was an old Silvertone, which was made by Harmony, like this. It wasn't the dark tobacco burst. It was kind of a light burgundy-ish brown burst, and it didn't have a pick guard. But other than that, they're identical. And I played and played. I got it for 20 bucks back then. You can't get this one for $20. I got it for 20 bucks at a flea market. I was in high school. And that's really where I developed a lot of guitar school skills, was on that instrument. And I started my first church with it, and eventually it came apart. And back then I didn't know anything about Luthery because I was pretty young still, and I didn't know how to repair it, and it ended up in the garbage like so many did. And I'm so sorry about that nowadays, you know, because I could have fixed it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. This is my new arch top. It's a 1957 Harmony, and it's just way cool. I don't know what else to tell you. It's really a neat piece of history, and I've had it and been playing it for a couple months now. It took me a while to talk myself into getting to the point where I might sell it, and if I could change my mind. It could happen if I don't get good offers or any offers when I put it online, then I'll keep it and love it. So it's hard not to play. Well, that's the video. Lord bless you, and I hope you enjoyed it.